What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and welcome to my review for the Netflix movie The Cloverfield Paradox. Remember to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get 10,000 subs, and also hit that like button. I'm trying to get 25 likes for this video. Don't forget to support me on PayPal and Patreon, and let's get into it. Now, the movie The Cloverfield Paradox, that's a pretty good movie, actually. I'm going to give it a good review because I actually like the movie. The reason why is, if you all seen the movie Cloverfield and 10 Cloverfield Lane, well, this is part 3, but it's actually happening at the same time as the other movie, so it's just showing what happened and how it got started, but it's not necessarily a prequel. It's kind of a different angle of the same time frame. Okay, and the reason how I explain it is this: we see in Cloverfield that the aliens came down and the monsters, and in Cloverfield Lane, we saw they were hiding out because the aliens were down and they were going through stuff. So we see on this, how did the aliens actually get there? So it's maybe a few minutes before the other movies, probably the exact same time period as Cloverfield. Is just showing how it happened, because at the time at Cloverfield, they were at the party in the beginning and there was nothing wrong, and then all of a sudden the alien came down or whatever. So this is showing how it happened, and it's basically that they used something that's real when they were using the collider, which is what CERN is. If y'all don't know what CERN is, you need to look it up, because it's really some serious and scary stuff going on that's actually real. And they use that and the Higgs boson. If you don't know what the Higgs boson is, check it out. That's what people call the God particle, and that's what this name of this movie was actually going to be called, the God particle. And they changed it to the Cloverfield Paradox. And so what they were doing was, they were doing this experiment in space, whereas they're doing it on Earth right now in real life. But anyway, they were doing the experiment on space using the collider and the Higgs boson, and what they ended up doing is they created a tear into the space-time continuum, and it opened up a portal from another dimension. And this is all things that they say can actually happen in real life with the experiments they're doing in CERN and, you know, using the Higgs boson. So check it out on different YouTube. It's a lot of different YouTube videos that explain it. You just type in CERN or scary stuff happening with CERN or Higgs boson or whatever, and you can get filled in with all of that. But nevertheless, this video is using that as the reason on why the aliens actually came. So they're saying that they ripped the space-time continuum tear and it created a paradox. Okay, and that's how the aliens came, and that's how freaky stuff started happening. And they actually were into a paradox, and they were in like another dimension where at Earth, they weren't near the same Earth that they came from, and it was like an alternate reality going on. And then freaky stuff started happening. They had a hand running around looking like Cousin It, and the hand was actually communicating with them. They literally had to talk to the hand, you know what I'm saying? And all kind of stuff. I'm not going to get into it and give you any spoilers on where the hand came from. But yeah, they had a hand job running around the, you know, the spaceship. And so everybody, you know, it was different freaky stuff going on. They found a woman and she was stuck inside the wall. And then when they, you know, fixed her and stuff, they did show that they had some type of healing technology, because she was all messed up, and then they used that special advanced healing technology to kind of bring her back. But then they didn't kind of trust her, because all of a sudden a woman just appears inside the wall. So that was kind of weird. But the crew had to go through a lot to see what the hell was going on and understand the situation they're in. And at the same time, they want to get back home because they ripped the space-time continuum tear. It put them in an alternate reality So they weren't at the regular Earth, and what it was at that space station that they were doing this. It was representatives from pretty much each country. It was sort of like an international space station. They had people from all over, Russia, UK, America, all kind of different stuff. And so they were all talking about the potential for war and different things that was going on Earth. And so that when they went to the alternate reality, a lot of stuff had already happened. And on that alternate reality, the space station crashed, and so they didn't know what to do. And so there was kind of a lot of freaky stuff going on. And the lady, the black lady, she been in a lot of different movies. Gugu and Boite, I think that's how you pronounce her name. If I butchered it, my bad. But you know, she was sitting there in the window, and she kind of missed her family and different things. And then she found out some different stuff about her family in the alternate universe. And then she wanted to, you know, do something about it. And it's just a pretty good movie. It kind of explains how the aliens came in Cloverfield and where they came from and how it all happened. I'm not going to get, like I said, any spoilers because I like to do my Netflix reviews so that after you see it, then you can go right to Netflix and watch it if it sounds good. A lot of things I used to review, people didn't see it or they didn't have, you know, the cable station or whatever, so they couldn't check it out. But this is Netflix. Hey, you can check out all kind of stuff, and you can get a good movie experience immediately on demand, pretty much. So this right here, I give it a 4 Blu-ray rating, 4 out of 5 Blu-rays. So I would check it out, and I got the Netflix subscription for 4K, and it's a very good looking movie, beautiful movie, and I can tell that Netflix has really invested a lot of money in making their movies. It's pretty much a theater quality movie. I looked it up on IMDb, and it's estimated around 20 million production costs, which, you know, is not a pure Hollywood movie production cost, but it's not that cheap either. So and J.J. Abrams also directed this as well, so the story and everything ties into it. And then at the end, it's got some special things that'll let you know that yeah, it's going down. I'm not gonna tell you, like I said, the spoilers, but you all check it out, and hopefully you enjoy the movie. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna put a more detailed review like I normally do for movies and TV shows, but I'm gonna release that on Patreon and for a few days for my supporters for Patreon, and then it'll be out on my regular YouTube channel. But I'm gonna give people a few days since this just came out. In the end, I hope y'all liked the video. Check that out on Netflix. You'll really enjoy it. If you've seen 10 Cloverfield Lane and you've seen Cloverfield, you'll enjoy this movie. It'll be right up your alley. And if you haven't seen 10 Cloverfield Lane and you haven't seen Cloverfield, check this out. Then you can watch the other two, and it'll still be perfect for you because now you know how it's going down, and then you can see what happens in the other situations on Earth. So, again, I give it a 4 out of 5 Blu-rays, and check it out. I hope y'all enjoy it. This is Jay. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Continue to support me on PayPal and Patreon, and don't forget to click that like button, and I'll see you next time. Peace.